time is going to begin when I hit no here. So we will get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I have a pretty specific button configuration for this game. I'm playing this on a DualShock 4. This game takes place, oops, accident like. I believe it's after the events of 4. The game Degeneration is based off of the events of the Degeneration movie, which cover Leon and Claire in the airport. If you have ever read about it, check it out. If not, no worries. It's interesting. This being a mobile game is, well, it's not gonna be the full generation, but it'll be part of it. So the main thing that we're going to be doing here is aiming for headshots. Also, Cunningham really likes talking to us. We want to quick turn here. It takes 2 headshots to down any normal zombie in the game. So the first headshot will always stun, the second headshot will down them. We don't want to pull out the gun unless we have to. We don't want to fire 2 shots unless we have to, because this is new game. Our ammo is pretty important to us. You're gonna see me picking up a lot of handgun ammo whenever I can, in order to make life easy, because if I run out of handgun ammo, the game becomes a bit annoying. There's also these fire extinguishers placed throughout the place, which apparently if you shoot a fire extinguisher, it instantly explodes. Didn't know that, but cool. There's also these locks. We have to shoot a few of them. Oh, and because this is a mobile game and they needed to pad out content, we get QTEs. So you'll notice that I'm doing some QTE inputs. If I hit any button at all other than the one flashing on screen, I will die and potentially get kicked back to the main menu. So we're not gonna do that. Now, we can't go through that door because we need a key card to get through it. So what we're gonna do is go this way, and we're gonna meet our first merchant. We're not gonna do anything about the merchant yet. He's gonna be more relevant later. Unfortunately, no, he's not as cool as the Resident Evil 4 merchant. He doesn't ask, what are you buying, or anything like that. But this game does feature yellow herbs, which do increase your health. You can use them as you pick them up, which is awesome. You don't have to go into your inventory and use them. So the only time we're going to go into our headshot. The only time we're going to go into our inventory, if we can help it, is to swap weapons the 1 or 2 times that we do that. Now, you'll notice there that I killed one zombie and the other. Zombies will body block you. So, ooh, this is good RNG. Every zombie position is completely random, what they do and where they are. So, I have to walk around zombies. I can't walk through them, which is really annoying. But I can push them, though pushing them is pretty slow. Also, that was Chapter 1. There are, I think, 13 chapters in this game. We're gonna attempt to stun the captain. Unfortunately, we didn't, but things worked out for us. And we're gonna go into the plane. So the story of Degeneration is a airplane that was going to land here. Somehow the oh god, I'm gonna get grabbed. I don't know if it is the T virus in this game or what, broke free on this airplane, which infected everyone, causing it to crash land into the airport, infecting everyone. You guys know the basic story of how Resident Evil works, essentially. Something bad, something, everyone infected. You know, the usual. Basically, we just want to avoid getting grabbed and kill any zombies that get in our way. Exactly. And now we're getting into Chapter 2's QTE. That is indeed a plane turbine, and if you fail that, exactly what you think will happen. So we're going to head over here and meet this dying SWAT guy. The SWAT team was sent in before us, and we're trying to meet up with him, and he is going to tell us that he can't make it, but here's where you can meet the rest of the SWAT members. Take my shotgun with you, it'll be useful. And he is right, the shotgun is very useful. We only use 3 weapons in this run. The pistol we get the shotgun we pick up, and one other which I'll get to later. So right now Leon is on the other side of the airport trying to meet up with the SWAT team, and he gets introduced to a new set of enemies. These are firefighter enemies. Firefighters are... Come on. Sometimes the reticule will just not... or the bullet just won't hit. Firefighters are very annoying because they will try to grab you and they will charge you. So it's safer to just shoot the firefighters if you can. These guys are an exception because we just have to run past. And now we're going to get introduced to our first major enemy. And, well, let's just say this game kind of diverges a little bit. That's Tyrant. Yes, that is, I think, T-1000 from the original Resident Evil game. I don't know why he's here. Don't ask. That was indeed him. We just had to do a quick QTE to dodge out of his way. Nice and simple. We went and picked that up. That, I believe, is a memo talking about some airport codes. That firefighter is actually in a really good spot. Every zombie in this game is completely random. Their relative position is fixed, but beyond that, where they are actually within that position is random. So, like, there'll always be two firefighters and that big guy over there who's called a spitter in this hallway. See, that's what I'm talking about, the runner. I thought I could make that, and unfortunately I couldn't. But where they are in the hallway is pretty much entirely random. Unfortunate, didn't get that headshot. So that's a senator. He's really important, and kind of the reason that we're here is to figure out what he's doing and where he is. Also, our girl Claire was in that cutscene. You might not have seen her because I skipped it. We'll be seeing Claire later. Don't worry about that. She's not gonna look quite like what you expected. Like, you can see Claire on the screen right now. I was given some liberties to decorate stream, given the layout of this. Remember, this is a N-Gage game, so the resolution's a bit weird. So I took those, and that's the Claire from the movie. Not quite the Claire from the game. Alright, so we're going to take these guys out. And now, at the end of this hallway is a doorway. If we get too close to this door, that zombie is actually going to... No! Excuse... it. Okay. That zombie is actually going to, kick the doors open, hitting us. So we have to bait him to come out. So we're gonna get the medical supplies, and our good old boy Tyrant is going to show up. We get another QTE. Tyrant's gonna try to kill us, but we know how to dodge him. Also, get wrecked, Tyrant. He's just gonna run into a wall. And now, this is one of the most annoying points of RNG. You saw me swap to the shotgun. Tyrant takes 4 shots to the chest, but a shot only counts as full damage if he staggers like that. This is really good. He never does that. It's very possible for Tyrant to just kind of... not with your bullets. I should have quick turned there. I accidentally just casually walked around. But I actually got 4 staggers, which was very, very good. I also accidentally picked up that red herb, or yellow herb, so I'm going to manually use that, heal, and then swap to pistol because I had to go into the menu anyway. But yeah, that was a really good Tyrant. Again, I think it's a T-1000 was what he was called in the first game. So he's dead. Now we're gonna get another QTE. This one's pretty simple. It's just down and then up. Every QTE in this game starts with D-pad right, except for this one and one other, the one immediately following this. They're the only 2 in the entire game that don't start with D-pad, well, I say D-pad right because it's an N-Gage game. I'm playing this game on analog because it has full 360 movement, and I find, the analog to control slightly better. So there's our girl Claire. You saw her for a second there. She's something. But we never play as Claire. They kind of just decided not to include that part of the movie in the game. It's literally just the airport section with Leon. They cut, if you guys know the rest of the movie, they literally cut it all out for a mobile game. No. The hitbox or the trigger box to activate those is so annoying. Alright, so a quick grenade, we're just gonna dodge it, and we get introduced to our next type of enemy. These are SWATs. The infected SWATs are one of the only enemies that take 3 headshots. We're gonna fire him 3 times, stun this guy, squeeze past him, and then we're just gonna ignore these zombies and walk quite around them. Going slightly out of the way to avoid a zombie is faster than pulling out the pistol to shoot them, and also faster than getting grabbed by them. That is obviously the slowest option, is to let them grab you. But if you let them grab you and you kick them off, it does knock other zombies around, which is good. Now, these two can be random. Unfortunately, they're in a position where I pretty much am forced to take one out and shoot one. We're gonna get another doorway here that is meant to trick you. If you get too close to that doorway, the zombies will open it. So we're gonna grab a key card, grab that money. That money is pretty important because we need 2 sources of money to be able to buy a upcoming item later. Please quick turn. So now that we've picked up the money from Tyrant that we got earlier, and that money that they just dropped there, we'll be able to make our one purchase in the game that we are going to. This game does, I'm gonna be honest, it features quite a bit of backtracking, but it doesn't feel too bad considering this is a mobile game. Trust me, it's actually quite high quality in my opinion. If you own an N-Gage or want to get EKA2L1, which is the emulator that we are playing it on, I highly recommend it for this game. We also get introduced to dogs here. Dogs can only grapple you. Oh god. Dogs can only grapple you if you run directly at them. If you run just slightly askew, they will pretty much never grab you. Please quick turn. Leon! Ugh. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Quick turning in this game is weird. It's supposed to be 2 back presses in quick succession, but it's actually like 1 to initiate and then 2 in quick succession to get the full turn. So, and then if you hit it a 4th time, he will quick turn again and enter some quick turn loop. So if you see me quick turning around a bunch like that, it's yeah, that's the one bit of wonkiness in this game's controls. So we're in chapter 6 already. We're like halfway through the game or something. It's crazy. This is not a big game. And we are going to pick up some more ammo and drop into this room where we're going to meet a SWAT member. Now this SWAT guy is going to tell us basically, man, I ain't going out there. There's zombos out there. Who do you think I am? So we're gonna open the door, and he's gonna basically yell at us and go, what are you doing? You're opening the door? You're letting the zombies in here? And now we have to just literally sit here and take out, I think it's like 16, 17 zombies, including the initial group I took out. As they crawl out from these 2 stalls, killing zombies doesn't speed it up at all. The only zombie that really... Come on. The only zombie that really matters is the last one because of how they head out. So you could see that they're already crawling out here. This is the only semblance of what I would call auto-scroller in the entire game. 4 zombies coming out. It might actually be random how many zombies you have to take out. But it's relatively in the... That's unfortunate. It's relatively in the 15 to 20 range. Oh my lord, 2 more zombies. 3 more zombies. What is this? That was a lot of pistol ammo. That is unfortunate, but we should be fine. I know where to get some backup pistol ammo. Yeah, oh, actually, never mind. He dropped... They dropped a lot of... Pick it up, please. They dropped... like 20 handgun ammo, which more than makes up for that. Each pickup is 10, so that's plenty, because 10 shots is 5 zombies without any misses. Right, so these zombies that we have to stun, there's another one right here, so if I hug too tight, I will actually get grabbed. Let's see where these guys are. Captain and Lady are in a good spot. They could be pretty much anywhere in here. These are a lot of blind turns that we really don't want to accidentally, you know, just run the corner directly into a zombie. You saw him right there on my right, maybe. Then there's some dogs here. A lot of this, like, we really do not kill anything that we do not have to kill in this game. Just because you really don't have to kill anything. You don't even need to use the knife. It's funny because normally in a Resident Evil game, if you've watched any of the runs, they really often use the knife. In this game, the knife's, I'm not gonna say bad, but being a mobile game, it's kind of awkward to use the knife when the knife kills just as fast as the pistol does. So you can shoot from a distance in the head twice with the auto lock on. The knife also doesn't get any kind of auto lock on like the pistol does. So it's one of the few games, I've not watched like all the Resident Evil games, but I've watched a couple. I'd say it's one of the few ones where the knife really is not the optimal option. But I'm the only one who's ran this game, bar the other mobile runner who put a couple ILs up. So like, please check this game out. It's like a 25-30 minute run. Just check it out, download it, mess with it, find some strats, find an out of bounds. I don't know what you want to do, man. So we're heading to baggage reclaim. This is probably the most annoying level in the game, because we have to go to a switch, go to a key card, go back to the switch, go to a different switch, go back to the switch. Just a lot of back and forth just to successfully get through this area, because we have to restore power in order to get essentially what we found out at this point was we wanted to meet the SWAT team, rendezvous with them so that we could get out, but it turns out that there's actually a second plane coming to this airport, and its autopilot is causing it to come here. So we have to remotely deactivate the terminal to turn off the plane's autopilot so that it won't crash land into this airport anymore. Just don't worry about what happens after we turn off the autopilot. It's fine. It just means that the zombie outbreak's not happening at this airport that is already in a zombie outbreak. Also, we got introduced to firefighter zombies a little bit ago. These are a tougher variant of the orange ones. They have a helmet, so they take 3 to 4 hits. They also have a oxygen pack on their back. Oxygen is extremely flammable and reactive. So if I shoot it, it will cause it to explode in, please don't grab me, a couple seconds. However, even on easy and even at full health, the explosion will one-shot Leon. So I do need to be very, very careful about not being too close to a zombie when it goes off. That includes fire extinguishers as well, but it's... What? Okay. My controller, like, seized up and I stopped moving, so I had to shoot him. But, yeah, we're pretty much not going to shoot any of them anymore. So this is the actual worst thing in the game. What is going to happen is I'm going to hit this switch, and when I drop back down, there is going to be 3 zombies. Where they are is random. That's really good position. These zombies can be in the room that I am in right now, and if they are in the room I'm in, that is a very close quarters environment with these with 3 zombies, and you will basically guaranteed to be grabbed, if not once, twice. Getting grabbed doesn't really do, doesn't really do a ton of damage, but we do want to avoid it when we can. Thank you for the look. So we came to the back. We're gonna pick up our only shop purchase, the riot gun here. If you don't know what a riot gun is, it's basically a more powerful shotgun, and the reason we want that is there are still 2 new enemies left to get introduced on this run. Okay, so we're in the cargo hold of a plane. What we're going to need to do is grab a key card with a code on the back. This code is very important to Resident Evil history. If you guys know anything about the series, you will already know what the code is, but feel free to take some guesses as I get my way through this plane to the end. Like I said, it's very important to the Resident Evil series. It's a 4-digit number. Super important to the Resident Evil series. So yeah, I'm just going to be making my way through this plane. They can actually grab me while I'm putting the code in, so I'm just gonna casually take them all out because it's safer that way. So here's the console I need to put the code in. The code is 1996, if anyone was thinking that. Congratulations. If you don't know what 1996 is, that is the year that Resident Evil 1 was released on the PlayStation 1. So now we're going to get... What? Is this another Tyrant? Who is this? So, turns out that not only... None of those shots connected. Not only was... That's our first shot that hit. This is another one that we need like 4 staggers on. And we really don't want to get hit too much on him. Not only is T-1000 in this game... Whatever the heck the Tyrant from Resident Evil 2 is also in here. So, yeah, he's here. So, I guess that's a thing, guys. We get 2 different Tyrants in this game here. Use my first aid spray, put my handgun on. That's the final fire extinguisher we're gonna shoot. You can see the backpack exploding there. Grab a key card over here, which you do unfortunately have to grab. That's the employee access card. Oh, also, to anyone wondering, yes, I did need to assign 3 buttons on my controller specifically to enter the code 1996. I have a button designated to the 1 key, a button designated to the 9 key, and a button designated to the 6 key. Good stuff. Excuse me. Go through. Alright, so we are heading on in. That zombie is unfortunately not in a good spot. And we're going to head into the baggage reclaim. Now, there is a zombie here, or a zombie dog. Depending on what he does, we have to react differently. Because he showed up and we can see him, we can actually take a tighter line. That's the only blind zombie. If you don't see that dog and you attempt to take the tight turn, you are literally going to run directly into him, which is going to get you grappled by that dog. Alright, so generator tunnels. We're going to turn on the power, and with this, we are in the end game. So, take this guy out. Alright, we'll just kick him, that's fine. Stun this guy, reload, because I'm going to need it. And let's just get through these generator tunnels. This is like the final approach. Game pretty much throws everything it has at you. Firefighters, helmeted firefighters, dogs, you name it, it's all here. Putting ammo in your way that literally the shoot... Oh, God. The shoot button and the pickup button are the same button. So if I accidentally walk over a pickup... I will prioritize picking it up over shooting, which can be really annoying. So we're going to do our final menu here. We're going to put our riot gun on one more time. We're going to interact with this, and we're going to finish the second to last chapter. So this is chapter 10. This is the shortest chapter in the game. It is literally 1 QTE. That is all it is. You'll notice, what, another Tyrant? And you might be saying, who's this one? We killed Tyrant from the first game. We killed Tyrant from the second game. Okay. That was annoying. Retry. That's fine, that's fine. I hit the button, but it didn't input. That was weird. Sometimes that happens on our DualShock 4. It just doesn't do the input. So you might be saying, who's this Tyrant? Who else could there be? Well, this is Code Veronica Tyrant. Yes, they even put Tyrant from Code Veronica in this game. So yeah, there are 3 Tyrants, which means 3 boss fights. That's all the fights. With that, chapter 10 is done. We are into the final boss, the final mission. Hopefully this has been fun, because this is it. We need to dodge his initial charge. Now this is the most RNG boss in the run. He is going to decide to block at random. What we need to do is avoid getting hit, because he will actually hurt us quite a bit. And we need to shoot him in the heart so he staggers. And every time we do that, we then need to back off and stop shooting, because he is going to either attack us, which we don't want to get hit by, or he's going to, if we keep aiming, actually put his hand up and block my viewpoint. I can't hurt him while his hand is up. So I literally just have to sit here and continually shoot and hope that he behaves and stops freaking dodging and being annoying. Like, this is a really annoying Tyrant. Oh god, get off me. I didn't even know he could do that, actually. Why? Okay, so once that's done, he's defeated. He can still do a little bit more, but he's not gonna do anything. So time is coming up on this game here. We're going to activate this, which is going to cause a cutscene of a wind turbine opening. You can probably guess where this is going to lead now that there is a giant wind turbine in the room. But if not, don't worry, I won't spoil the surprise. We're going to head on up, one final button, and then we just have some cutscenes to skip here, and we are done. So that's 11. Time is going to come up after I finish the final final thing with Cunningham. So get ready, and time. And that was it. That was Resident Evil Degeneration for the N-Gage. Final time was a 23:33, which might actually be a new world record. I literally just set one before this, and I think I just saved another 2 seconds. So if no world records have been set, I think we just got one. But yeah, check me out, twitch.tv/SergeantSilent, as you can see, and let's keep the marathon moving. You guys have a good one. Come run the game. Take care, everyone.